Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Sword Fighter Simulator. Now, in this video we're going to be showing off basically the best combo I use to take on dungeons to get the furthest I can possibly get, and I guess a tactic to use to see how far you can get in general. Now I currently don't have the weapons on me as I accidentally deleted them, but I somewhat did go for what I was going for, which is crit. Now, crits, as we all know, are your main damage dealers. Now, I didn't mean to get them on my soul breakers. I meant to get them on like a secondary use weapon that had speed and crit. And the reason behind this is the faster swing and the higher chance you have of a crit, the more damage you do, obviously. And with the Lionheart, it does a 1900% crit multiplier. Now, keep in mind, you can use any relic that has a crit multiplier, like the Book of Dragons, the Blinding Band, which you all easily get from room 16 carries, or I think most people can reach room 16. And it is really helpful because when you're trying to farm room 20 or something else, having that extra bit of damage added onto you gives you a higher chance of being able to take it out. And any other mob, I guess, in general, in a new update that comes out. And that's really what I've been doing to, I guess, be one of the first people to be able to take certain places out. But most of the time in general, I'm either getting carried by, leaderboard players. But this is one helpful tip that I use, and I also want to going on my Ascension. I'm really close, so I do want to show you guys what the big difference is. Obviously, there is a huge difference when it goes to being A class between that. And another thing I want to go is about my team. I did get really lucky on a Necroporty Shiny. It is good to get, but I sort of expected or hoped to get something like shiny like an Otherlander, because for the secret being 4.69 base stat, it's only 500 million better than the Celestial Mythical, which for secret is really odd because most free to play are definitely not going to get this because it is a 250k chance, I believe, for you guys. But other than that, guys, I do want to show you guys how much damage I do like in a dungeon overall to the room 20 with like these swords, enchants, these damage boost, which by the way, you guys can get these from group chests, so you definitely should join the group. I think it's possible to get out daily chests, I don't know. And if you do want to spend a tiny bit, if you're able to, VIP. Another thing is you can also, I think, get them out of dungeons off of the chests, the new chests that spawn. And I currently have a dungeon in 6 minutes that I'll go test. Not my crits, but I'll actually probably wait for the hard dungeon and then show you guys through there, because obviously the mobs are way harder. But besides that, I'll skip you guys on stats ready. I want to go over a tiny bit of other tips for you guys. One tip is, in my previous tips and tricks video, I talked about the Trello. Now, I'm not going to link it in this site, but as we all know, on their Discord, if you join, they have an announcement and pinned messages. There's a Trello, and in there you can find all the codes. Now, I want you to definitely get all of those codes, because each one of those obviously will boost mainly free to play or anyone in general by a lot. And I just wanted to make sure you guys get all of those, because if you don't, you're probably going to be behind or just miss out on a bunch of free stuff. And another thing is quest. Most people, I actually need to check my own quest, but oh yeah, most people need to know you definitely need the Egg Master. It's worth just farming in general, any egg if you can reach it, doesn't really matter. To do your Egg Master quest, you guys definitely need these luck. I mean, this will increase by a lot. If we checked on my previous, we just got a 5%, I think, right there. And I was at like what, 73k? Increased my chance to 72.91, which is way better, And yeah, that's probably gonna be the best stuff I can say. A lot of information is out there on Quest, all that on their Trello website, so that really can help you. I'm just going to skip over to me being in that dungeon and showing you guys the damage you can do with these type of enchants, why you want to have it on a secondary, why speed also matters, and all of that. So I'll skip to you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back and now we are in the dungeon. I do want to go over a bunch of stuff. The reasoning why I'm doing this is, as I explained, my crit's probably going to be around 10 SPD per hit, is what I'm basing off of the fact that I have basically a 100% multiplier, or not multiplier but crit chance, and then my multiplier is I think 20 or 130x. So off of my damage, that would be around that, like also applying my Lionheart Relic. And with that, that's pretty OP as a strat already. And then I'm already doing, you know, tons of clicks where I could just get crits most of the time with like faster swing and my boost of chance, which is really good and overall proves that I'll be doing more damage as we have, for example, Necromancer. Most people struggle on that or still can't one shot, and I was able to defeat it in like 4 crits. And if I were to go over here to these things where I barely have 36 SPD, or sorry, SXD, and this has 172 SPD, I'm obviously shredding through this based off of my crits. So it just proves that if you guys want to have, you know, heavy hitters, do more stuff, get further in progression, you want to make sure to use all enchants in a formal way on different swords, so you could progress way faster. And we also are about to ascend, so I do want to see, what is it called, where all of my, you know, how much clicks I get per, you know, uh, power now. Currently I get 113 QAD, so I'm guessing I'm gonna do around 300 QAD. And keep in mind this is with the power boost, obviously. I also do want to sort of use the rest of these shards while I'm at it to, what is it called, get better you know, things on my soul breakers, because I obviously don't want these crits on my stuff, but I am going to be getting them on probably like my 2 wing slayers, probably would make sense, or one of my venom mesmers, because it makes more sense to have them both, even though I already have decent enchants. But I might save my shards, who knows. I'll try to show it in this video, if anything, so I'll skip back to you guys once we have reached enough to ascend, so be right back. Alright guys, we are about ready to ascend, literally, we just hit it, and we are going to check how much we get now. We have, exactly as I said, 347 or 348 QAD. Keep in mind this is with power boost. Now, I also wanted to say, I forgot to say, I got another secret when I was hatching, waiting all this time, but sadly, or yeah, it was a Necro Portal. I sort of prefer these because they're way more powerful. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hope some of the stuff helps you in dungeon related stuff. My best tips, other stuff I could offer is like, I guess, doing all the quests, mainly luck quests, so you get better pets, better stuff in general for sword drops, because that also matters and it affects both. But yeah, and don't forget, if you haven't, like and subscribe. Thank you all for hitting me, you know, letting me get monetized out here. Part of the partner program now of YouTube, so W to all of you guys. And see you guys in another video.